Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today for another MLB 17 The Show Risers and Fallers episode. It's Friday, so it's time to go over the weekly roster update. We missed a week last week and a lot of changes this week to go over. I think the two big things that we thought would happen, and some might be disappointed. I am a little bit. But Cody Bellinger gets an upgrade. Aaron Judge gets an upgrade to an 87. Bellinger is silver. He didn't jump to gold. I made a prediction 2 days ago that he would, but in the back of my mind, I didn't think it. Knowing the show's track record, they kind of been taking their time with Judge. I think they're going to take their time with Bellinger too. He's going to have to continue to, I wouldn't even say continue to hit home runs, but he's going to have to, not at this pace. He's not going to keep up this pace, but he will have to kind of get that average up there before we see him go gold. But he's working on it. I think he's at like 272 now. A couple weeks ago he was at 250. So let's go over all of the upgrades because there's a lot of people that went silver to gold, which means they went from like 600 stubs to 1,000 stubs, and that can be very, very profitable. So we're in the console here. Again, you can always go to daddyleagues.com. But let's go through it. Fernando Rodney, I was kind of shocked to see him get an upgrade, and I don't know why, because he's kind of struggled this year. I saw him blow a couple saves. I guess maybe he's striking people out. That could be my only guess as to why, but +9 is pretty aggressive. Archie Bradley's having a really good season, and I wasn't even aware of it. The Diamondback kicked the Rockies' ass this week, and I only saw him pitch in one game, but I wasn't aware that Archie Bradley was doing so well out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. They are such a good team, man. Go load up on their cards. A couple guys from them got upgrades. I was very impressed. I mean, they destroyed us. Well played 3 nights in a row. We were lucky to get one of those wins, but Paul Goldschmidt right now is the MVP of the National League. I'll say it. He's putting up crazy numbers. His team is winning. He's always been a great player. You might want to go invest in a Paul Goldschmidt card. So, Ben Gamble, quick shout out to him. I saw him play when the Rockies played the Mariners. Pretty solid guy. I think he's on a pretty good hit streak right now, if I'm not mistaking him for somebody else, but +7 to a 77. Matt Adams playing very, very well for the Braves, playing so well that they're discussing Freddie Freeman playing third base when he gets back from injury. Any Braves fans in here, let me know how you feel about that. Would you like Freeman at third and Matt Adams continue to play at first base? Shane Green, Mike Minor, a lot of Royals got upgrades. They're playing very well right now, and I think that some of these rankings or rating increases kind of display that. So let's continue to go down the list here. None of these guys I care about. I'm sorry if you do and I skipped over them. David Peralta, I believe, if I remember correctly, he was the guy that we talked about at the end of this past week's prediction video. He's up to a silver. He's hitting for really good average, 332 average. We all know he has power against right-handed pitching. To add in that contact and that good average he has right now, watch out. Mike Zunino, I guess I was wrong. He wasn't on the DL. He just got demoted. Well, when he got called back up, he's been making the most of his time in the majors. They gave him a big boost to his power, +20. That's a huge increase. He's playing very well, hitting home runs, crushing baseballs, +4 to a 79. Don't know if it really affected his pricing at all, but keep an eye out on him. Let's continue to go through. Marcel Ozuna's 1 point away from being a diamond, guys. I'm a bit shocked. I think he was certainly worth the upgrade early on in the season. He's continuing to play well, but an 89 overall to me is a bit shocking. Now, I've had my eye on this guy since the beginning of the season, so if you've been following my videos, you certainly probably could have made some stubs. I guess by now you probably have already dumped them all. That's what I did, unfortunately. I didn't check his price, and we'll do that towards the end of the video, but 89, I mean, Ozuna's 1 away from a diamond. Do you think he can do it? I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Yankees, Aaron Hicks, he gets a +3. Gary Sanchez, Yankee fans, let me know, does he deserve to be an 87 overall? I was a bit shocked when I saw this one. 301 average, very good. I saw that he's hit a couple home runs lately, but do you think, give me your objective opinion, do you think Gary Sanchez should be an 87 overall? Do you think he should be the same rating as Aaron Judge? Shocked me a little bit. Also, I need to know from Yankee fans, please tell me, how are Aroldis Chapman and Dylan Betances playing this year? Because I want to buy both of their cards, but I don't want them to get downgraded to less than a diamond. That worries me a little bit, so let me know. Are they worth buying? Are they having a good enough season to where they won't get downgraded? Hit me up in the comment section or Twitter. Alex Wood pitches against my Rockies tonight. Fantastic season, 7-0. Is he the Cy Young leader right now in the NL? I would go with Scherzer, but Alex Wood is very close. 7-0. He goes up to an 86 overall. We predicted him weeks ago, and if you were investing, you probably make some coin. Matt Carpenter goes back up +2 to an 83. I think he got downgraded last week. Lorenzo Cain has had a really good couple weeks. I mentioned the Royals have been playing really good baseball. +2 to an 87. Roberto Ozuna, I told you guys like 2 or 3 weeks ago, stash this guy, keep an eye out on him because he's just starting to strike people out and he's getting saves, and what do you know, he's +2 to an 88. Kenley Jansen, 97 overall. He also, I think, might have some type of flashback card coming from a live stream. I saw a screenshot, so he's very expensive, but maybe that flashback card will be a little less expensive. And I think that's really it that they're going to cover here. Again, I don't always seem to find everything in that, so we're going to take a look. I'm going to pull up my phone here and take a look at daddyleagues.com. Tony Perez, that's a new card. So Kenley Jansen went +2 to a 97. We talked about him. Manny Machado and Chris Bryant downgraded. Those are really good third basemen. Which third baseman didn't get downgraded? Take a second, think about it. So those two go backwards a little bit, but they're still in diamond category. We talked about Aaron Judge, +4 to an 87 overall. We're going to take a look at him in the marketplace. Salvador, I almost call him Sylvio. Salvador Perez, another guy who goes silver to gold, and his price pretty much doubled. I'm upset at myself because I had a couple of those and I sold them at like maybe 600K. I thought that he would stay right around, 84 overall, and I was wrong. So his price went up a little bit. So if you had a couple of his cards, you're probably making some coin. Aaron Judge, 3.3. I think everybody's selling. There's probably a lot of these cards in circulation because at one point he was a common card, guys. He's now an 87 overall. I still think if he keeps this up, we're going to see him at a diamond level. So 3.3 stubs right now, 3.3K. He was selling for almost 4.5 last night. I think the trend that I've noticed so far is that the night before these guys might get upgrades, sell then. Don't wait till they actually get the upgrade, because look at Cody Bellinger. He was selling for almost 2,000 stubs. I think people might be disappointed he didn't go gold. Remember that theory that I told you guys. Soon as this dude hits a home run, rush to your console, load up theshownation.com, and sell your Bellinger cards, because that's pretty much when his price just goes insane. I want to jump over to the Royals here. A couple new golds for them, or a couple increases. There's Perez at 1.2K. There's Lorenzo Cain. I think he's always been pretty pricey. That's not too expensive, but you know what I mean. Mike Moustakas. The rest of these guys are all silvers. Carlos Martinez is another guy that I don't think I covered here. Whoops, went too far. Went the wrong way there. Get it together, popular stranger. All right, here we go. So Carlos Martinez, he's been having a really good month. He's always got good velocity. He's got good break on his pitches, 1.3. He was like an 82, 83 overall not too long ago, and I remember at some point I used to flip his card for like 200-300 stubs, so I wish I held on to a couple of those. But a lot of upgrades. I probably missed a couple here, but I think the video's running long. We got a bunch of new diamonds in packs and stuff. I opened up packs. I got trash, like always. But if you got some good pulls, congratulations to you. Enjoy your weekend. I got like 3 gameplays that I honestly have been too lazy to edit. I apologize, but the gameplays are coming soon. A lot of diamond cards that we have to feature in diamond shopping. I'm Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.